Are you a first-time home buyer? If so, you really need to listen to this video. This is the largest financial decision you will make. This is a big decision, and if you are purchasing with a spouse, agreeing on the same home can sometimes be very stressful for both of you. I'm here to guide you through the process, to advise you on making a smart decision financially for your growing needs or when it comes to downsizing. Make sure you use a realtor you can trust, someone who looks out for your best interests, someone who will advocate for you, someone who watches out for you to make sure you aren't overpaying for a home by doing a comparative market analysis on the property you are interested in prior to placing an offer. Make sure your realtor will explain the contract to you so you understand it and help guide you in making sure you are placing a competitive offer and on competitive terms. A contract is a legal agreement, so the process needs to be understood prior to signing. Some people think long-term when purchasing a home. Remember, it's an investment. It may not work for you and your family today, but it may work for you in a later time in your life. This is why it's important to make sure you have studied the area, the schools, the commute time to and from work or school. Make sure it is a home that will grow equity so when you can sell at a later time, it's profitable for you and makes you feel good about your investment. Sometimes buyers get caught up in how a home looks, whether it needs new paint, carpet, a good cleaning, lawn maintenance. Don't get caught up in those items, as all that can be changed. Some people even get too excited when they see a home that looks like a model home, but they miss the home's flaws because they like the decor. Pay attention to the areas under an area rug. Maybe they're hiding a stain, a big scratch in the floor. This is why home inspectors are important. It is an extra pair of eyes on what we didn't see as we were walking through the home, and they will alert us of what is a safety issue and of areas of main concern. Make sure your realtor will be at your home inspections. I always recommend having the following inspections: an overall home inspection that inspects from the base of the house to the roof and all the rooms in between. Heating and air inspection, a termite inspection. You may need a pool inspection or well and septic inspection. I also recommend a survey to be completed prior to closing to ensure a fence is in the right property line or to make sure you have enough room on the property if you want to build an addition, put in a pool or anything like that. We need to make sure there's enough space and that there's not any kind of easements that we need to be aware of. Sometimes there may be a sewer drain in the middle of the property where you want to put a pool. We need to know where those things are on the property line. There may be a shared driveway. Sometimes that can be an issue. Sometimes there's an egress easement where your neighbor may have permission to use a portion of the property or the driveway. Also, first-time home buyers, stay within a budget you can afford. Just because the lender says you can afford $1,600 house payment doesn't mean you will always be able to. What if your roof needs repair? Or what if you need to purchase a car? Always live within your budget to ensure you have some extra money set aside for repairs that may need to be addressed at some point during your home ownership. Don't go buy furniture, a new car, or open a line of credit while you're in the home buying process. This small change can change your whole financial picture for purchasing a home. It can change your debt-to-income ratio, it can change your credit score, it can even change a pre-approval letter into an unqualified letter. Always, always, always wait until you get into your home and get acclimated with the electric and utility bills before making a major purchase to ensure you aren't feeling overwhelmed with household expenses. Remember that if you sign a buyer's agency agreement, you agreed to work with that agent that had you sign the agreement and the brokerage that they work for. For first-time home buyers, don't call another agent for advice if you've been working with another agent. Your agent is your best advisor. The buyer's agency agreement protects you, the consumer, as well as the agent that's been spending a lot of time with you, showing homes, answering questions for you, and being your guide in the process. This is how their brokerage gets paid and how the agent gets paid as well. And it will protect you from making major mistakes in the home buying process. In some states, the buyer has to pay the buyer's agent. In South Carolina, the sellers pay the buyer's agent brokerage. So most of the time, it doesn't cost you anything to work with a buyer's agent. Some exclusions to this may be a for sale by owner. I reach out to for sale by owners to see if they will work with me as an agent, and yes, I have closed several for sale by owner transactions that didn't cost my buyers anything to use me as a realtor. Remember, I'm not just a realtor, but a resource, and I can send you contacts if you need a plumber, electrician, roofer, handyman, landscaper, pool installer, etc. So I am with you even after the transaction closes. I love building relationships that go beyond the transaction, and I am here to serve you.